I have a dream. I have a dream. I have a dream. I have a dream. Legendary Screamo, noise rock, mathcore outfit, Jeromes Dream. They're back. These guys formed in Connecticut. They were active from 1997 to 2001. They disbanded. They came back again in 2018. Sean Leary is the only member, apparently. I have a very hard time believing that. This thing has materialized out of nowhere and is one of the maddest, filthiest rock records that you will hear all year. Let's make like this album and jump right into it. Conversations in time on mute wastes no goddamn time. And aside from a couple of momentary breathers peppered throughout this thing's very short 2 minutes and change, it is a relentless flurry of sludge-caked guitars and blood-curdling screams. And the rest of the album takes a very similar tact to mostly great effect. Stretched Invisible from London makes use of these distant guitars that sound like a foghorn sounding off in the midst of a very tumultuous sea storm. Squealing guitar feedback on this thing sounds and feels like I'm having a dental drill jammed into my ear canals. It's great. Pines on the Hill starts unassumingly enough before launching into a series of very noisy, angular riffs and equally jagged drumming. This one plays a lot more with dynamics, with these post-hardcore-esque cooldown portions that serve to lull you into this false sense of security. The track finishes off with some super beefy mid-pace riffs, desperate screams before we are led into the serene cosmos season. Like most moments of chill on this album, it does not overstay its welcome. It does not give you a lot of time to decompress. AAEEAA's grinding riffs and growling bass tones play off each other in this sort of call and response fashion that is just total ear candy. This one is a blast. Equally as much of a blast is the track On Holiday with Infinity. Literally. This one features these dizzying blast beat passages, contrasted by some more screeching halftime bass and guitar riffs. The different phases that all of these songs work through mean that you can never get too comfortable with one idea. It creates this kind of sonic whiplash that I just can't get enough of. It's like being trapped on a 24-minute long roller coaster that I wasn't properly buckled in for. Not just any roller coaster too. It's one of those roller coasters that like twists and turns in every single possible imaginable direction. I've sustained a serious concussion. I've exited with a nosebleed. My ears are ringing. My face is white. And I'm ready to go again. I know a roller coaster analogy is probably a little bit cliched, but it's the only visual that really makes sense to me. I could also compare this thing to a war zone. Flash grenades. Bombs going off. My mate just lost his legs in a targeted strike. The Often Oceans interlude here feels like it could be a moment of reflection in the trenches when everything has gone quiet. The last water pearl is that final trek into the battlefield, knowing that most likely I will not make it. It's harrowing, overwhelming, disorienting. I feel insignificant amongst the hellfire surrounding me. Eventually, we are met with these gentle, moody guitar chords that pulse away pensively as I bleed out onto the harsh, cold turf beneath me. And then, silence. God, this took a turn. Yeah, this thing's gas. This thing's gas. It's compact, but if it were any longer, it may very well have gotten a little tiring to sit through. I can appreciate the band switching things up a little bit more on this one, exploring more range in their performances. Where their earlier work is categorized by a more relentless mathcore style, this one keeps that same ethos, but works around it with some chunkier riffs and distortion, more tangible grooves, and as I've mentioned, these more still and meditative little guitar passages. Interstitial portions, if you will. It's a complete experience and has given me my auditory assault fix for the week. I'm giving this thing an 8.9 out of 10. It's awesome. Very pleased with the results on this one. You need to listen to this thing. You need to tell me what you thought. Gotta let the pins and needles die down. Come on. Blood pump. Nerves work. I think we're getting somewhere. God damn it. It's like an old PC. You gotta wait like half an hour for it to boot up. And then it does boot up, and then it's slow as shit. I'm just gonna deliver the rest of the video like this because... Yeah! So, like and subscribe perhaps? It doesn't cost you cheapskates a fucking thing. Okay. Check this thing out. It's a good one. And if you discover a new act as a result, mission accomplished. Bye!